Welcome to the update. I'm Matt DeGroot. Loved ones of Angus Craig, who was killed in the horror wedding bus crash in the New South Wales Hunter Valley, is being remembered as someone who never struggled to make friends. The 28-year-old's funeral is the first of 10 which will begin taking place as families farewell the lives lost 2 weeks ago. Angus's sister, Georgia Craig, reflecting on how much he'll be missed.
How cruel is this loss? A lovely, well-mannered, gorgeous boy who had matured incredibly to a fun-loving, responsible, thoughtful and good-looking man has been lost.
Ukraine has thanked Australia for its latest raft of support. The federal government will send more battlefield vehicles and artillery shells to help in the fight against Russia. In a social media post, Ukraine has expressed their gratitude and for Australia's Anzac spirit. However, Liberal leader Peter Dutton says the government should have listened to Ukraine and pledged Hawkeye vehicles as well.
President Zelensky, along with his military advisors, know exactly what's required on the ground to have a fighting chance of defeating Putin and his forces. President Zelensky is now asking for Hawkeyes and for other equipment, and the government hasn't provided it. And frankly, they should get on with it and provide that support.
Russia's bid to retain the site of a proposed second embassy in Canberra has been thrown out in federal court. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese welcoming the ruling.
The court has made clear that there is no legal basis for a Russian presence to continue on the site at this time, and we expect the Russian Federation to act in accordance with the court's ruling.
A Russian diplomat squatting on the site in a demountable has now left. 2 men who were jailed for plotting a terror attack in Sydney 8 years ago have had their jail sentences reduced. The pair were jailed for planning to firebomb a mosque prayer hall in 2015, then planning a knife attack instead. They were originally jailed for at least 15 years, but on appeal, they'll now serve a minimum of 12 years behind bars. A state funeral will be held for Labor figure and former party leader Simon Crean, who's died suddenly while on a business trip in Germany. The wife and mother of 2 of the Titan sub-disaster victims has broken her silence, describing the agonising wait as she hoped the stricken craft would resurface. Christine Darwood has paid tribute to her 19-year-old son and businessman husband, saying the pair were excited to see the Titanic wreck before they boarded the doomed vessel. Breast Cancer Network Australia is urging women to make sure their mammogram is up to date. The Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, has undergone surgery after being diagnosed with early-stage breast cancer, which was picked up during a routine check. And a lotto syndicate out of the ACT with 200 players are celebrating winning $2 million in Saturday's lotto, each taking home $10,500. Sport and entertainment are next. Tennis and Alex de Minaur's runner-up finish at the Queen's Club Championship has secured him a top 16 seeding for Wimbledon. The Aussie going down to world number 2 Carlos Alcaraz in the final in London.
In theory, you might get a little bit more protected with your seeding, but you can play anyone first round, and it's no secret. There's a lot of very dangerous players that are unseeded.
Meanwhile, Nick Kyrgios's preparation for the tournament has taken another hit. He's been forced to withdraw from the Mallorca Open due to a knee injury. In cricket, Australia is eyeing victory in the first Women's Ashes Test at Trent Bridge. England will start the final day 5 for 116, needing another 152 runs to win, while Australia's men's cricketers have trained in London ahead of Wednesday's second Ashes Test at Lord's. Finally, in entertainment, and mystery continues to surround the condition of Jamie Foxx, who has been MIA since suffering a medical complication on the set of a movie more than 2 months ago. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast news team. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update.